we have a topic that...
Fit Crunch Bars. Let's
Fit
talk about that.
Crunch
Because it's come back again. In
Bars.
fact, by the way, loving our community board.
Isn't it amazing?
It's great, and there's more and more activity and more people jumping in and helping each other, and I'm on there all the time. I get to your answers, usually less than 24 hours, but get on, I answer a lot, but the people are great and helping each other out. One of the interesting things
Ask me questions too. Nobody asks me questions.
Well, I don't know.
I'm feeling lonely.
Yeah.
Oh, watch now. We got like
Yeah.
1,000.
Yeah, you better answer them now, or
I
I'm
know,
going to be
right?
picking up your slack. That's what's going to happen. Anyway, so Fit Crunch Bars have been popular on there. They're very tasty. I enjoyed them myself. But one of our members put a thing up there about. Well, there's been discussions about how good are they? Are they bad, or how good are they because they're very
Would a Snickers bar suffice?
decadent, things like that.
Yeah.
And it goes back to, I just want to kind of reiterate again, it's not an ideal meal replacement for a couple reasons. And I did a video, we did a talk about this, but just to kind of reiterate, a bar of any kind is never going to be as nutrient dense or as high quality protein as a meal replacement powder for a variety of reasons. The process it has to go through, things that have to be put in to make it have a certain texture and taste and all those things. So it's not ideal, but it can be used from time to time. It can be used in a controlled fashion like we talked about with you. If you're portioning it, if it's a regular, like, we're just going to talk about Fit Crunch Bars specifically because that's what's very popular on the board.
Yeah,
If it's the regular big one, it's like almost 400 calories, something like that. So you definitely would want to have probably half of that would fit better into your plan. But I mentioned in my comment on there is even though it's not, I can eat the same stuff every day for years, and I did that. It's probably not as normal that people could do that as much.
It's abnormal.
Right? Okay.
Yeah.
So it's abnormal. So that being
or above normal.
So that being said, I understand that most people need more variety.
Absolutely.
The Fit Crunch Bar or something similar gives some taste, gives some texture, gives that sweetness, and still has some nutritional value to it. So it's better than a lot of options. And it helps people helps feed the alligator, helps people stay on it. So I can see their place, and I don't think once again, it's not an all or nothing proposition. Are they the best, most nutritious things you can have? Probably not, but do they fit in reasonably? Yeah. And if you're 80, I'm going to say it again, if you're 80% of what I map out is what would be ideal, what I would think would be ideal, that if you're all the way over there doing everything on those meal plans right to the letter, I think that's an ideal thing that you're going to get the most maximal thing. But if you're 80% of ideal, day in, day out, for a long period of time, you're going to do great. So working them in there, it's not going to derail the train unless you do too many of them, because then it's a calorie thing.
Yeah, well, that's why you say cut them in half. If you have the mental fortitude to cut it in half.
Right, and if you don't, if that's a problem, then
they have the light version.
They have a light version, and if that's a problem of only eating one or something, set yourself up to succeed by not having them in your grass. Choose a different bar that's maybe lower calorically. My favorite, unfortunately, is no longer available, which was the VioPro bar. That was really good as far as the nutrient density, and as far as bars go, I think that was really superior for quality and calories and whatnot. They don't exist anymore. So, there's a lot of the people on the board are great. They give different examples of it. But again, use it as a tool, not really a staple. Still try to get a good meal replacement powder that you can have sometimes at least, and kind of work that in there. Or you can always have food protein, and you can always eat as many vegetables as you want. And you can flavor them up. You can, what's the look?
Well, there are some vegetables you can't have.
Right.
Like carrots.
Right. The green crunchy and green leafy ones have as many as you want.
Peas.
Would not be ideal.
Green beans you can have, though.
Right. As many as you want. Yeah.
Green beans are,
that was my one of choice. I would buy them frozen. I'd microwave them. I'd put Frank's Red Hot, no fat butter spray, and salt. And I thought it was amazing.
Frank's Red Hot?
Yeah, love Frank's Red Hot.
Hey, maybe that's something that we should ask everybody on the board to say, look, what kind of seasonings do you like? That would be.
Yeah, because there's a ton of flavor it up, and there's a lot of 0 calorie or very, very low calorie options now, which are great. But that was my thing. Like I said, green beans, Frank's Red Hot, no fat butter spray, and salt.
There you go.
That was great. And then you microwave them so it warms them up, but then they're still very crunchy, which is good. We want the fiber. We don't want to blend them. Mm-hmm. You want to crunch it, have the fiber, helps you out.
Right.
But yeah, so try to go that route too. But anyway, I guess ultimately I got away from it. But that's my take on the Fit Crunch Bar topic.
You got away from it.
Oh, Jesus.
I picked up on that. I see what you're laying down. Picked up on it. See, I got my street cred.
Clever.
All right. Well, there you go.